This video is going to show you how to participate in the Blast airdrop that's happening in May of this year. So if you're watching this video, you don't have a ton of time left. But the good news is I'm going to show you guys exactly how to bridge to Blast, which is an L2 on Ethereum, and show you guys how to get the maximum amount of points so you can get the maximum amount of airdrop allocation. Blast, as I said before, is an L2, a layer 2, which is gonna make Ethereum more scalable. There's a bunch of other L2s out there, Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon, you got all these different ones that are coming out, but Blast is one of the more well-branded ones that I'm seeing coming out this year, and they are also doing an airdrop allocation for some of the tokens that they have available. Now, for the timeline, it has already started. The early access period has already started, which enables bridging. And if you haven't bridged any tokens yet, you're gonna wanna do that right after watching this video. And I'll give you guys an invite link, the link down below to do so. If you don't have the invite link, you won't be able to bridge. So then the mainnet comes out February, which again, as I'm making this video, is this month, which is when withdrawals are enabled. So if you wanted to bridge to Blast and then withdraw your Ethereum from the Blast network, you could start doing that as of this month. But you cannot actually get the airdrop distribution, which is what we really care about in this video, until May of this year. So as of making this, we basically have 3 full months to farm this airdrop, to bridge as much tokens as we can in, to build out our squad, which we'll get to a little bit later in this video, and to do different things that will help us get more allocation for the Blast airdrop. As I said earlier in this video, the way you're gonna join this early access is by getting an invite code. And to get an invite code, you have to be part of Blast already. So the only way to do this is to use my invite code for this video, join, bridge some tokens, and then you'll get your own invite code so you can invite your own friends. So again, it's like many other projects where you basically get a referral code to bring more people to the network, and when you refer those people, you get a small portion of whatever they earn, and so on and so forth. But there is one catch to this. There are only a specific amount of invite codes that each person gets. So if you want to join my squad and try to contribute more Ethereum bridge to our squad goal, there's only a certain number of people that can join. So if you're one of the people watching this video and you care enough to go and join my squad, the links are down below, but once those fill up, that's it. So if you do join my squad, please make sure you actually intend to bridge Ethereum onto Blast. Because as you can see right here, the next squad reward is at 5 Ethereum. So in other words, if a bunch of people join using my invite codes and then it maxes out and we don't bridge up to 5 Ethereum over to Blast in our squad, then we won't get the next reward and we won't get those bonus spins, which we'll talk about in a minute. In other words, we really won't get our goals achieved and we'll kind of fizzle out on this squad. We don't want to do that. So if you do use an invite code, make sure you're willing to bridge at least a significant portion of that 5 Ethereum so that our squad can grow bigger, get more rewards, and everyone in our squad will benefit from that. As you can see right now, I've bridged 0.4 Ethereum. I intend to bridge more and bridge up to a full ETH, maybe even an ETH and a half, so that we don't need that much more to get to our 5 ETH goal. Now, what you can see over here on the left side is you get spins. And the more ETH you bridge, the more spins you get. Those spins are random. It's just like going to a carnival and spinning the big wheel and hoping that you win. You can get more spins by bridging more ETH, and the more people that join your squad and also bridge more ETH will get you all more spins as well. There's also multiplier bonuses, and the long and short of it is your squad wants to bridge as much ETH as possible over to the chain, and you will get more benefits and eventually more airdrop allocation. Bridge as much Ethereum to our squad as you are comfortable with. Like I said, as of this month, you'll be able to withdraw it if you want to, but the longer you have it bridged on Blast, the more points our squad will earn, the more spins we'll earn, the more multipliers we'll earn, and eventually more airdrop we will all get. So I would highly encourage you, if you're going to join, to keep your stuff bridged, but you can withdraw it as of this month once the Blast mainnet goes live. Now, even though bridging is the most important part of this airdrop and by far will be the most exposure you get to airdrop tokens, there are a couple other ways you can interact with Blast in hopes that we get even more Blast allocation for the airdrop. The first thing you want to do is go over to faucet.quicknode.com, select Blast under the test network, and go ahead and put your wallet address in there. What you're going to then be able to do is go and send yourself 0.1 Ethereum of testnet ETH on Blast so that you can go and interact with different protocols and lending platforms and different projects that are already being tested out on the Blast network. This is all going to be done on the test network because the main net is not live yet. So essentially what we're doing here is we're going to different dApps and we're going to go and interact with them by testing them out with test ETH to make sure that the actual ecosystem and the blockchain and the L2 in its entirety work with all these different applications. We're basically helping test the network. And in theory, what should happen is we should get some allocation for helping contribute to the testing before the mainnet actually goes live. So one other things you can do here is go to blastscore.io and you can do a bunch of different off-chain activities, meaning that you can go over and do a daily claim for some XP. You can go and like, retweet, and follow different accounts that are participating in the Blast ecosystem. There's a bunch of them there. There's actually 13 quests you can go and do to get yourself some points on Blastscore. Blastscore is basically just a XP system to show Blast who's participating in the ecosystem and the dApps that are launching on Blast ahead of time. So I'll leave another referral link down there below if you want to join this. You'll get extra points when you join with my referral link, and then obviously I'll also benefit from some XP when you guys join up on there as well. The next place we want to go to is testnet.blastway.io. And again, all these links will be laid out in the description down below. Highly recommend going through the description and going to them that way. Double check that your URLs are correct here. This one's going to be basically your swapping site, right? It's going to be a way you can go and swap from Blast tokens to USDC to wrapped ETH and back and forth. You can also go over and lend on this platform. A lot of the platforms that do swaps will also do lending, and that way you can go and basically provide liquidity for these swap sites, these decentralized exchanges. This one, obviously, Blastway being on Blast L2, and that way they can actually go and do those swaps and fill those swaps for other people. So for example, if I want to swap Blast into USDC, they need to have a pool of USDC in order to make those swaps for us. And so providing some USDC as a lender would be a way to help ensure that this DEX continues to run and operate. And so again, this is all on a test net, and we're just testing it out to make sure it works, finding any bugs, finding any flaws, and by participating in this test net, we are actually helping them strengthen the the issues that they might have when they launch the mainnet. So you can also go ahead and go to this other site called Blaster. This one I haven't been able to figure out yet if swaps are live. As far as I can tell, they're not, but you can go over and get some referrals going. You can get a baseline 300 points on that site as well. The next place to go over to would be to go to galaxy.com, and there's actually a bunch of quests you can do over on Galaxy. You've probably used Galaxy before if you've done other airdrops, and if you've been paying attention to this channel, you'll know that Galaxy has a lot of different ones, but one of the ones I did was called Blast Penguins. You're basically gonna go over, mint a penguin. It's not gonna even show you the NFT. Again, this is all on a testnet basis. You can also go follow them on Twitter and you'll get those bonus points on Galaxy. We'll show you all the other ones you can do at the very end of the video, but there's a ton of those. The next one is called allspark.finance, and this one is another perpetual trading platform. So you're going to go over here and you're going to go over and be able to mint some AUSDB. Now, this is all testnet. Again, so this is not real money we're working with here. Be very careful that you know what's going on here, that this is a testnet procedures. You can go and see that the Allspark faucet on the top allows you to get coins. You'll be able to get 1,000 of these at a time. So you can just keep on getting more and more and more if you want. But really, you just need to get 1,000 or 2 of them and then go ahead and swap from AUSDB into ALP, which is their Allspark token. And at some point, you'll be able to stake that on this site. And again, all this is not really relevant. It's not because we're trying to make money. It's not because we're trying to, level up here or get access to these tokens before anyone else. These are all testnet tokens. We're really just going and trying out the site, trying to see what works, see if we can break it, find bugs, report bugs. That's the whole purpose of this. But what we're really trying to do here with the airdrop is make sure that we have on-chain activity. You can see when I go ahead and approve all these transactions, all of these are on the testnet. So you can see all these on-chain and have documentation. The blockchain will know that we've been here, we've participated, we've tried different things. We've tried lending, we've tried earning, we've tried staking, we've tried, we've gotten coins from the faucet and we have those in our wallet balance. All these things are just going to kind of make sure we're interacting on chain with these different protocols. So another thing you can do on this site here is actually go ahead and trade perpetuals. You can see I can go and pay AUSDB and put some leverage on to have some Ethereum trades, and you would want to open up a long position or a short position and then pretty much close it immediately. Again, this is not real money, so it doesn't matter that much, but it's just to get one of those transactions through and make sure we have that proof on chain. Just like the other sites, this one also has a referral code, so as soon as you go and do these things, you can generate your own referral code and refer your friends as well. I've left mine down below if you want to use that, because if you're watching this video, you might as well use my referral code to help me out and then do the same thing with your friends down the road. Now, Allspark also has their own quests on Galaxy. You can see here, if you follow them, visit the official website, retweet, like the tweet, and have the verified role in their Discord, then you'll get access to most of these points on Galaxy. The last one is to mint on their testnet, which is something we already did. We actually went even further, interacted with their whole platform. So we've checked all these boxes, and if you do this, you'll get one NFT plus 45 points on Galaxy, which is going to just basically add up to show that you've interacted even more with Blast and tested out the network. Okay, the next site is called testnet.blastoff.zone. From going to the faucet, we should have some testnet ETH to use in here. If you don't have it, you're gonna have to go back to the faucet and get yourself some more testnet ETH on Blast. But then you're gonna wanna go over to the FY generation. You can put in whatever number you want, complete the transaction, and you'll actually get some FY ETH, which will allow you to go over to contribute the FY ETH under the Hydrogen 4 box on the right side here. So you're gonna go ahead and stake some ETH, you'll get some FY ETH, and then you can go ahead and contribute that FY ETH on Hydrogen 4. And those are the two simple transactions we can do here as of right now. And those will, again, get you even more on-chain interaction to show that you've tested the test network. Okay, as I mentioned before, there is a bunch of other things you can do on galaxy.com. I'll leave this link down below so you can see all of the different Blast takeover quests there are. There are a bunch, and I mean a absolute ton. You can see right here, there's probably 30 or 40 of these. You can do all these different ones if you want to, and they'll get you extra points on Galaxy. I'm not sure how exactly they will equate the points from here to airdrop allocation. I know that bridging on Blast will be the biggest determining factor for your Blast allocation. So I would highly recommend joining my invite links down below, bridging as much as you possibly can first. And then once you've done everything else in this video, then you can come over here and do even more of these if you have time to. And these will also get you more on-chain interactions and some off-chain interactions. For example, if we go over and click on this one, it's from Ignite Finance. You can see, like the other ones, it's going to make you join their Discord, follow them on Twitter, refer some friends, and probably do one thing on-chain. Like in this one, have an IGN. You need to be an IGN holder on Blast test network. And so we can go over and see to get IGN token through swap on the demo. So you'd have to go over to Ignite Finance, do a swap, and then you get this achievement. Pretty much all of them will be similar to this with different applications that are on Blast testnet and eventually will be on Blast mainnet. Okay, just to wrap things up for you guys, it's very simple. You're gonna click down below one of the invite codes. Those are very unique because you can only use each one once. So if you click on it and you bridge, you're part of the squad. Once all those are gone, my team is full, which means if you're on my team, do not slack, do not be the weak link. Go ahead and contribute by putting some bridged ETH over to Blast and helping our team get more rewards by bridging more as a squad. Step number 2 would be to go and do as many on-chain activities as you can. You can even do them every couple days if you want to do more transactions, because that may end up being more airdrop allocation as well. But you can also go to galaxy.com and go through them all one by one that way and see if that makes it a little bit more organized for you than watching this video and repeating the process. And last but not least, a reminder, mattscrypto.com, $1 a day, full airdrop guide is on there. We have this one and every other airdrop I can find with a guide on how to do them, my rating on them, how much we've made from previous airdrops, all of the ones I'm participating in. And as soon as I find new ones, I put them on there. So it's all organized in one spot for you guys to find. Now, if you love this video, make sure you watch this one right here, because this is another one that's gonna make you some money most likely. Check it out.